Alright, something else that it's good to have if you get a camera is a remote control like this one. This one works for either camera that I have. The one, wherever did I put it? The one that I have up here for my document shots where I'm coming down this way, it works there. I can zoom in or zoom out. I can turn it on, turn it off. And it also works with this camera. They're both JVC, so it does work very nicely. It's just nice to have a remote, and it looks a lot more professional. A lot of videos on YouTube, you'll see the guy leaning forward and you see his arm like this at the beginning, and then he sits back and he talks for a while, and at the end reaches forward and shuts it off. Well, you can still get your point across, but it doesn't look very professional. So remote control is a very good idea. And I guess I'll show you now how to edit some of the video, what I do after I shoot the video, and where to go from there. Alright, now I'm up here at the computer, and basically I have here my camera, and I have plugged into the back in the USB port. It comes up here and plugs into the computer. Okay, I don't have a FireWire attachment with these JVC cameras. They don't have that ability. And one of the reasons too, by the way, I want to say this quick here, one of the reasons I use a hard disk drive type is simply because you can record hours and hours and hours of video. You don't have to worry about the tape running out, and if you make any kind of mistakes, it's very easy to delete it and just go back and record some more. Basically, you have two options there: playback on PC or backup. I'll select backup, and then it's connecting to the computer. Oops. Okay, open folder to view files. I don't know how much of this is going to show up, but basically you have three folders here. SD video is the third one. You double click that. The PRG07, and then it should be this one. So I just right click it and send to documents, and this little thing comes up here and tells you that it's sending to my documents. I'll let that upload. Okay, that's done. So then I'll close that, and now I'm going to plug in the other camera that I have, and I'll show you then where we go from there. Alright, now that I have all the different video files downloaded from the three different cameras here, you want to go here to Vegas Movie Studio and double click that, and then that'll open it up. Okay, now you want to go here to, let me zoom in, import media, this little icon right here. Double click it, and that will bring up the My Documents, and you want to basically just go down through there and find all of your different video files. So I'll import those quick here, and then I'll go on to the next step. Okay, you can see it's importing the different videos. Now, of course, you want to go to the very first one, which would be this one for me, and you want to click it and drag it up onto the timeline, video and voice. I'd actually it pulled all of them up actually because I had them all selected, which is fine, but I'm going to need to move some of those around. You can move these video clips all around, it doesn't matter. move them wherever you need to. Okay, now down here is this screen which you can see, and basically what you want to do is when you get your video, this is the raw video up here that you just shot, and you can push, let me zoom in here a little bit. There are two play buttons there. This one with the little line in front of it plays from the very beginning, and this one plays from wherever your marker's at. In other words, it would play from wherever you're clicked there on the timeline. And so you can see that's the beginning of the video there. Now there's a lot of stuff that you can do. You can lighten it up if you want to. If you go to the end of the video track, okay, if you go here to the end of the video track, you can see this little button here, the Event FX. You can click on that, and there's a lot of things you can do. Change the collars around and different things there. This here is the Event Pan and Crop. You can zoom in on different parts of the video there. I'm not going to get into all of this. It's just things that you're going to have to learn. Now if you want, let me go here to the beginning of the timeline. If you want the video to start out with a fade instead of just coming right on, then what you can do is, you see that how you go up here to this upper corner and you click the left button on your mouse and you hold it in, and then you can move it like this to whatever amount of fade that you want. And I'll show you quick here what that looks like. Let me zoom back out a little bit. Okay, here you have the beginning without fade. Okay, and now I'm going to put a little bit of fade there at the beginning, and you'll see what the difference is. See, it just looks a lot better. The very nice thing about Sony Vegas is if you want to edit your videos in it, you can, if you see something like this and you want to cut it out, you just go to the area where you want to cut it out, and you just, okay, I need to show that, don't I? You select the part of your video that you want to cut out, and then you actually just come and you push the S button, and that splits the video, and then you can see, you can move it. And if you want to cut out this portion here, you just hit the S button again, and then you right click here, go down to delete, and it's gone. So you can do that with a lot of different things. And if you think, oh no, I didn't want to do that, well, then you just come up here right to that button right there, and you hit undo, and it will take everything right back there. So you have your video that you deleted, you have it right back, no problem. Okay, now when you have everything finished, your whole video complete, and for YouTube, you have to keep your videos at 11 minutes or less. Okay, so when you have everything done, then you can come in here, go to the very end, and you click right at the very end of the video, and then you come up above there, and you left click and you hold it in, and you just go the whole way, just drag it the whole way to the very beginning until you're at the very end like that. Okay, and then you go up here to File, Render As, and then okay, it opened up my sermons thing here, but I'll go to My Videos. You have to pick the file that you want it to save in, and I usually go down to this one, My YouTube Videos, and then you have to pick here, make sure it's not on MP3 or something, and you want to pick the WMV, and you can see that's the format that I have my other videos in. The default template is fine, and then you push save, and that will basically render the video. And after that's done, then you'll have a file here that you can go to YouTube, and you go into open this file up, and you can basically just download pick your file, and YouTube will download it and put it on your channel. So that's basically it.